In my previous video, we saw React 19 form actions in action. Now it's time to explore async form actions. I have the simplest form here with one input and one submit button. When I enter the country name and submit my form, I get the list of the universities from that country. We will be sending this HTTP request to fetch API from within our form. How cool is that? Let's see how to do it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now let's explore async form actions. This is our project and this is our app.jsx. As you can see, this is the old way of doing this. We have three pieces of state, one for the loader and one for our input, and finally one with the array of universities. Then we have this asynchronous function. When we fetch APIs from this address, I will put that in the link description. I chose the simplest API I can find to demonstrate this. There is no API keys or anything. Then when I get my data, I put them in the university's state, and then I have my submit handler functions when I prevent default behavior on the form and then call this asynchronous function on the form submission. Here is my input with onChange prop. And finally, I have conditionally either a loading spinner or our list of universities with only the name of the universities. So if I type here, for example, France and search, I get the loading spinner and then I get my list of all of the universities from France. Okay, that's cool, but now let's rewrite this code and using the new async form actions. Now, as I said in my previous video, the same applies here. This only works in React 19. So make sure in your package.json that you have the newest React 19 version. If you don't, you should do npm install react at latest and react DOM at latest. I will put that also in the video description. Once you do that, you're ready to go. Okay, so let's now work on our form actions. For that, I will, instead of onSubmit prop, I will get rid of that prop and I will do the action prop. And now I will define my action function. Let's say here, I can say a function, let's say university action, for example. But what I can do here is also I can make this function async. You can make your form actions asynchronous, which is very cool. Now I'll pass this as my action prop. So university action. And here, if you remember, we have our form data object that we can use to extract the values from our form. And this time we have only one input field, but it applies the same you saw in my previous video on each and every form. So I will define a constant called country, and it will be form data. I will use the get method to extract my value, and I hope you remember the important is the name attribute. We extract the values from our input fields by the name. So here I will get my country, which will give me the value user entered in this input field. Okay, and then what I'll do next, I will copy this whole try catch block from my previous function. I'll copy it here. And now I'll get rid of my loading state. We will manage our loader differently. I'll show you later. So I can get rid of my state. Now instead of this is the query, this was the value here on our input before. Now I will replace that with our country constant, which is basically the same. Okay, then I check if the response is not okay. Then I get my data, I console log them, and here I will keep that this piece of state to set university. I'll get rid of set load, and here again get rid of set load. Now I can get rid of my submit handler, and I hope you can notice that in our action function we don't need to prevent the default behavior of the forms, so we don't need to have e.prevent default. Okay, now I can delete this whole block. Okay, and I don't need these two pieces of state, and I will get rid of the value and on change prop. Okay, and here, since I don't have a loading state anymore, I will comment this, and instead of that I will just display my unordered list. In basically we are doing the same thing. We are checking if we have universities in our state, then we map through them and display their name. Okay, and with that we are good to go. As you can see, now we have only one state, we manage only one state, and everything we do from async form actions. Let's save all this and test it out. All right, let's see. Now when I type, for example, Serbia, and I search, as you can see, my search is working just as before. We are sending our HTTP request, and we are successfully fetching data from our API. How awesome is that, right? Just from inside our form action. Okay, now I will show you how you can manage also the loading state and when waiting for the form pending. I'm not gonna go over error handling here and form validation. If you are interested, you can check out my latest video for that, where when I cover this in great details. It's absolutely the same here. If you want, check out my latest video right here. Alrighty, for that we are gonna need the hook we used the last time, and it's use action state hook. Okay, and the syntax, I hope you remember. We extract two values. One is form state and form action, and it will be use action state, and our action is called university action. Okay, the last time we had initial values. I'm not handling errors here, so I'm not gonna even do that. I will omit this. Okay, so now as my action prop, I will pass my form action. Okay, just like that. And now what I can do, I can, as a third argument, I can pass pending, and I will be checking if my form is currently being submitted, and depending of that piece of information, I will be conditionally rendering this. So I will comment this and delete this. So now instead of the load state, I will be checking if the form is pending. If it is, I will be displaying the loader spinner. If it is not, I will be displaying the list of universities. Okay, let's save this now and test it. Okay, let's say some other country, for example, Germany. Whoops, we have an error. Okay, I believe I know why. I forgot again. I always forget this. Since we are using useActionState now, where's my action? Here it is. The form data should be the second argument, and the first should be some previous state, even though we don't use that state, but it always has to be this way. Okay, let's test it out now with the Germany universities. Let's search them. I have my loading spinner, and after a while I get the very long list of universities in Germany. Awesome. Nice. And now I can use this pending. For example, I can use it here. Where's my button? Here it is. I can check if the form is pending. I can disable my button. So my button will be disabled if the pending is true. And also I can do here, I can check if pending is true. This should be searching. If it's not, it will be only search. Okay, let's save that. Oops, another error. What have I messed up this time? Pending. Oh, this should be strings, of course, not variables. Okay, this is the text saying searching or search. Alrighty, let's try it now. Let's check for the universities in Serbia. Hit enter. As you can see, you could see for a brief time I had my button disabled and it was searching. Let's try again with Germany. Check out my button. Okay, now it was much more obvious. Okay, I believe this is it for this quick video. Very cool behavior. Now we have it, our form actions. As you can see, I can make those actions asynchronous. I can control the state of my form with the pending state, which is super cool. I don't need to manage a new piece of state just to check if the form is being loaded. And overall, I believe it is a great addition to our React game. Okay, and with that, I want to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you find it valuable. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I wish you a great day, goodbye, and lots of love.